All right, let's dive right in. If you're getting close to that Medicare age, or maybe you're helping a parent figure it all out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can feel like you've been dropped into a maze, right? So many new terms, so many options. Well, today we're going to demystify this whole thing and lay out a really clear, simple path forward for you. So let me ask you, are you feeling just a little bit confused, or maybe a lot confused? With all the talk about Part A, Part B, Advantage plans, supplements, deadlines, it's a lot. Your head might be spinning right now. And I want you to know, if it is, take a deep breath. You are so not alone in this. It is a really complex system, and feeling overwhelmed is completely 100% normal. That feeling is perfectly captured by what one of our clients, Dorothy from Arizona, told us. She said, "I was so confused about Medicare. They walked me through everything, and I felt supported the whole way." And honestly, we hear stories like Dorothy's all the time. That journey from feeling completely lost to feeling truly supported, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Okay, so let's talk about what makes for a different kind of guide, why we're not your typical brokerage. So how do you get that kind of support Dorothy was talking about? Well, it really starts with understanding one key thing. Not all guides are created equal. This isn't about someone trying to sell you a plan. It's about finding a real advisor, someone who puts your interests first, period. And here's the thing. Let's just pull back the curtain on how the industry usually works. Most brokers out there, well, they're actually paid to sell you a specific plan. There are financial incentives at play that might not line up with what's actually best for you. Their paycheck can literally depend on which plan they get you to sign up for. This really breaks it down. Look at how recommendations get made. With a typical broker, their advice can be influenced by whichever plan is paying them the highest commission. But with Prime Plan, it's completely different. We get paid the same no matter which plan you choose. See that? It completely removes that conflict of interest. So our only focus is you.
And because our compensation isn't a factor, it frees us up to focus on one thing and one thing only. Our single goal is to find you the absolute best coverage while keeping your out-of-pocket costs as low as possible. It's all about finding that perfect sweet spot for your budget and your healthcare needs.
All right, next up, your Medicare Bill of Rights. These are the promises you absolutely deserve from an advisor. We feel so strongly about this approach that we've actually framed it as a set of rights. These are the things you should expect no matter who you work with. So what's in this Bill of Rights? First, unbiased advice. We just talked about that. We're paid the same no matter what. Next, prescription proof. Oh, this one is huge. We actually verify that all your medications are covered before you enroll. No nasty surprises at the pharmacy counter. Then, there's our no pressure promise. You take all the time you need. This is your decision on your timeline. And finally, full transparency. That means we explain the pros and the cons of every option so you can make a truly informed choice. Okay, so let's look at how this all comes together in a simple 4-step path. This is exactly what you can expect when you work with us. Because honestly, just knowing what's coming next can make all the difference in the world. It really is this straightforward. Step 1 is just a free, friendly chat on the phone. We just talk about your healthcare needs. That's it. Then, for Step 2, we do all the homework. We come back to you with your best options and help you choose the one that fits. Step 3, we handle all the paperwork. We take care of the enrollment and double-check that everything is set up correctly. And this is a big one, Step 4. We don't just disappear. We check in with you every single year for an annual coverage review. Because your needs can change, plans can change, and we want to make sure you always have the best plan for you. And that brings us to this idea of being your advisor for life. The proof? Well, it's really in the trust our clients place in us year after year. That commitment to ongoing support is everything. 94%. What is that? That's the number of our clients who choose to stick with us year in and year out. In this industry, that number is almost unheard of, and honestly, it says more than I ever could about the trust we build. So why do so many people stay? I think Robert from Texas really nails it. He said, "Finally, someone who actually listened to what I needed. No pressure, just real help finding the right plan." And that's it, right there. It all comes down to listening, taking the pressure off, and just providing genuine help. That's how you build trust that actually lasts. Because look, at the end of the day, this isn't really just about getting an insurance plan. It's about getting peace of mind. That feeling you get when you can finally relax, knowing you've made the right decision and you've got an expert in your corner for the long haul. So, the real question is, are you ready to feel confident about your coverage? Ready to trade all that confusion and stress for some real confidence and peace of mind? Well, if you are, the next step couldn't be easier. And I want to be super clear about this. Our service is 100% free. There is no obligation whatsoever. All you have to do is give a licensed agent a call at 516-407-7080. It's just a simple conversation to get started and finally get the clarity you deserve.